Well, hey everyone, I'm Landon Hern.
And I'm Tyler Hern, and we're the Hern brothers. And in this video, we want to break down the latest real estate market update in Leawood, Kansas, and what it means for buyers and sellers today.
So there are four indicators when we're looking at an individual market that we pay attention to kind of get a pulse of what the market's doing. The first indicator is the median sales price. So this throws out all the outliers on the high end as well as the low end. If you were looking at an average sales price, the median throws those out where you get a really clear picture. Currently in Leawood, so far this year in 2025, the median sales price is $725,000. Historically, this market is one of the higher priced markets in the Kansas City area. That median sales price number of $725,000, that's up 3.5% year over year. So steady appreciation in Leawood over the last year. The second indicator we pay attention to is the median days on market. So again, we're looking at the median. And when you're talking about days on market, we're talking about how long does a home take to sell. The median is only 4 days so far this year in 2025 in Leawood, Kansas. That's really quick and really low. And that number is actually down 20% looking at year over year numbers. So homes are actually selling quicker this year in Leawood than they were last year.
And the third indicator is total sales. So year to date, there's been 425 sales. And there's still good buyer demand, and it remains a very active market in Leawood. And the fourth indicator is active listings. There's currently 96 active listings, so competition is high, and there's still a lot of buyer demand here in Leawood.
So what's this mean for you if you're thinking about selling your home there in Leawood? First of all, understanding that the market is moving quickly. The median days on market is 4 days. That's very quick. So a couple important things are going to be your pricing strategy, having that dialed in and making sure you're entering the market at the appropriate and correct price right out of the gate so you don't sit on the market forever. Also is taking care of any repairs, any updates, any staging that needs to be done to the home before you enter the market. Those first few days, that first week on the market is crucial. So making sure you're dialed in before you enter the market is going to be really important.
And with homes appreciating 3.5% more, that means homeowners have more equity this year than they did at this time last year.
And understanding that Leawood, very low inventory still, and it's historically an always in demand market here in the Kansas City area. So that means for you as a home seller, that gives you a lot of leverage in negotiations. If you price it appropriately and position it correctly, you have a lot of leverage.
And here's what it means for you if you're shopping for a home in the Leawood area. There's low days on market, so you should get your ducks in a row ahead of time before going out and looking at homes.
Yeah, stuff's gonna move quick, and not only is there low days on market, there's also low inventory. Only 96 active listings. Leawood is historically a very competitive market. A lot of people wanna be in Leawood, so a lot of people fighting over very few listings. You gotta be ready to compete.
And a good idea is to make a list of your must-haves and your wants, so you know if you're getting a lot of those boxes checked, you need to be ready to jump on that home when you're out looking at it.
So in conclusion, overall, Leawood is still a strong seller's market. Prices growing steady, days on market very low, inventory still very low. So a lot of demand, but competitive because there's so little inventory. So if you're a home seller, you're in a great spot because you've got a lot of leverage with high demand, low inventory. And if you're a home buyer, you're trying to get into Leawood, the opportunity is going to be for those who are willing to act fast and to compete.
And if you're looking to buy a home in Leawood or sell a home in Leawood, we'd love to help you navigate this competitive market. We'll have our info here on screen. Please reach out to us.